I did everything I could.
Okay.
The thing about acting is that whenever you start to think you're good at it, something happens and you're like, oh God, I was really bad. You know what I mean? Acting's not something that you get good at and stay good at.
This from a guy considered one of the best actors working today.
Me and you are due for a talk. You have to stop this campaign against me.
I'm just saying you can't start paying it first.
Well, I am starting him at first.
Need you for a second. God damn it! My loyalty? For 24 years, people have been trying to kill me. People know how. Now, do you think that's because my dad was a Greek soda pop maker, or do you think that's because I'm an American spy?
In over 40 screen roles, Philip Seymour Hoffman hasn't just played against type. He apparently has no type.
Tell him, you know, it's a think piece.
When we could arrange an interview sometime.
In 2005, the husky-voiced Hoffman transformed himself into the effete author Truman Capote and won an Oscar.
Now, I spent hours talking to the killers, and I'll spend more. Because researching this work has changed my life.
Is it true that you had to accept the role of Truman Capote, kicking and screaming?
It just took me a while because I like probably everyone else, it was like, why would I be the guy to play that part, you know? I'm very far away from him in so many ways.
Yeah, you're like 9 inches taller than he was.
Well, yeah, I'm like 5'10", and you know I weigh like 230. You know, I'm a big guy. You know, and that was the least of it. It was really just like, was I going to be able to understand and pull it off? So I was just concerned about that. You know, and then eventually I go, all right, let's do it. And then you kind of realize that your gut leads the way, and trust that, and that's what I did.
And his gut has led him to Broadway, where the 44-year-old Hoffman is nominated for a Tony as Willie Loman, the down-on-his-luck traveling salesman struggling to find meaning in his life in Arthur Miller's tragedy, Death of a Salesman. Hoffman won't allow himself to be filmed on stage.
Do you like Willie Loman?
Yeah, I do. Whenever you're playing somebody, you have to find a way to kind of get inside them and defend them, and have a lot of empathy for him, you know. Many people make wrong decisions or look at life in a way that brings them down, you know. It's a very human thing that he goes through and who he is.
Hoffman has been acting since high school in Fairport, New York, just outside Rochester, where he played Willie Loman.
357.
His first on-screen gig was as a drug dealer defendant in Law and Order. Some actors look like Hollywood stars no matter whom they play. Not Hoffman.
I just try to look the way that the part's supposed to look, you know what I mean? And I think most people don't look put together. They just don't in normal life. Most people, their hair is a little uncomfortable. It's just, unless they are people who have jobs that are in front of the camera, most people are kind of walking around looking like people.
We've been frantically trying to reach you, dude.
Some of his characters may look nondescript, but in Hoffman's hands, they're never ordinary. His turn as a lovelorn misfit in the pornography underworld saga Boogie Nights was a breakout.
How much time is that?
I'm sorry, sir.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I'm sorry.
Why did you do that, Scotty?
You look at me sometimes.
What?
I want to know if you like me.
Well,
I was just rewatching you as Scotty in Boogie Nights, and you're just tormented. You're a mess.
Scotty? Oh, yeah, well, Scotty's got some issues, yeah. As tormented as that guy is, I had the best time in the world on that movie. That was a great time. We had a great time. Yeah, that was a great job.
See, I got the table outside of Fabrizio's. Tommy.
2 years later, he was the entitled preppy Freddie Miles, opposite Matt Damon in The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Then we take North Carolina.
Since then, he's been matched with some formidable co-stars. Watching him volley with Meryl Streep in Doubt as the priest accused of molesting a child is like watching a great Wimbledon final.
Because you have seduced him.
You're insane. You've got it in your head that I corrupted this child after giving him wine, and nothing I say will change that.
This looks nice.
It's in Vermont. I really wish you hadn't brought that down.
You know who's terrific is Laura Linney.
Yeah, love Laura.
In The Savages, Hoffman and Laura Linney were brother and sister taking care of the father who hadn't taken very good care of them.
What if you're in a coma?
John.
Would you want a breathing machine to keep you alive?
It seemed impossible to believe that you weren't related.
There's something about us that was like siblings, an immediate trust, a quirkiness, and a certain similar sense of humor. It was as if, yeah, we had experienced similar things growing up that formed us. Or something.
Are you having a heart attack?
No, I'm not having a heart attack.
It's not funny.
Hoffman has 3 children with his partner, Mimi O'Donnell, and says he'd like to be working less. Whatever he does next, it won't be a retread.
Do you think you'll ever do a musical?
It's funny, I've grown to really love musicals, but that fear I have around singing is so extreme that, that it would have to be, it would be like, you know, choosing to play Capote a little bit. It'd be a tough one, you know what I mean?
And you're not interested in like a big dumb comic book franchise thing that'll make you a ton of cake?
Oh God, who isn't interested in that? No, I'm not. Trust me, I'm, you know, I've been thinking about, you know, I'm open for anything. I mean, I think a lot of my career shows that. You know, I've done a lot of different kinds of movies and plays, but I just want to be working with people that I think are striving to do something really well. It doesn't really matter.